What's up, everybody? I think 1 second. All right, we're live. So Powell is about to start speaking. Let's see how he moves the market because in the morning, as you can see on the Dow, we tried to sell it off on shitty data that came out, and we rallied back up for the afternoon. So let him talk right now. I'm just reading the Twitter feeds instead of listening. Key points, so to speak. Okay. Powell does not mention U.S. economic outlook or path of monetary policy in this pre-recorded introductory remarks to American Indian Economics Conference in Las Vegas. All right, so nothing interesting so far. I think he might do a Q&A though, where he will be asked certain questions. Let's just scroll through quickly, see what's happening. So look how this daily bar is shaping on the Dow right now. We had obviously an exhaustion here, and I've been saying that I'm targeting this trend line for quite some time on and similar situations. Nasdaq obviously because of Snap yesterday, Snap earnings just completely cratered. Nasdaq putting more pressure on tech heavy stocks. So S&P is somewhere in the middle between US 30 blue chip and Nasdaq. So, welcoming remarks, blah blah blah. Nothing interesting so far. But I guess no overly hawkish news might give this market a little more boost because again, yesterday we're trading. We probed the lows, right, almost, but the buyers came in. This was yesterday's lows. Buyers came in, maybe a little lower. Yeah, maybe this part here. It doesn't matter on an hourly basis. But let's see. Let's see what. No, nothing so far. All right, let's wait. So if after this conference is done, today's close is going to be probably a trendsetter for the remainder of the week and probably next week. What do I mean by that? Well, if after Powell is done yapping as usual, this price action actually we closed today on the highs, taking out the yesterday's highs. This bar is going to look like a hammer, like a reversal candle, like this one, or like this one. If that bar ends up in 4 hours looking like this, or like this, or even like this, probably not like this, but like a hammer candle, I think that that means we probably not only going to be retesting these highs here, we're going to be having some kind of temporary bottom for a bear market rally. So we can be targeting these highs here by the end of the week. So which is 1,000 points on Dow Jones. On the other hand, if today is going to be a bearish day, we end up closing on the lows or taking out yesterday's lows, I think we're going to be retesting these lows here. Why? Well, because if market if market already priced in Fed's hawkishness and Powell doesn't add any fuel to the fire, and market will interpret this as priced in, and if we rally, that means that all of the hawkishness is temporarily priced in. So we will have an ability, not an ability, we will rally based on the fact that we are now having a local bottom in place. Doesn't mean I'm not saying that daily downtrend is over, but we can have something like we had last month, or in March rather, a rally and then a rollover again. So quite possibly. But so far, there's nothing happening because, first of all, this is 12 o'clock. You have to understand where in time are you are as a trader, right? So cash open at 9:30, then we trade till about 11:30. Well, that's when the London close happens. So from 11:30, 12 to 1:30, there's not much going on. Then the afternoon crowd comes in around 1:30, and majority of the afternoon volume happens from 3 to 4. So with that said, this is like the dead hour regardless. And if Powell is not saying, and he's not saying anything so far yet, that means we just have to wait for 1 o'clock, which is in 30 minutes. And depending on how this bar, if basically, I think he's going to be done by then. And if he's done by then and this bar is bullish, I expect a follow through in the afternoon. And obviously, if this bar reverses, then we're going to be testing lows on all of these indices. So that's those are the trades. Let's take a look at Bitcoin quickly. So Bitcoin, like I've been saying for the last week, we just trade the range. You can see we approached the lows again today. In my Telegram, I posted, look at the Bitcoin on support, and lo and behold, it's bouncing. There's a 1,000-point bounce right here. So on the 1 to 2, 1 to 5 leverage trade, this is pretty neat. So buy the dip here, trade the range basically until we have a breakout. A solid daily breakout will have a follow through, because usually once Bitcoin enjoys moving in do its move, then consolidate, and then once it starts moving again. So usually have a follow through. That's why once the breakout occurs and it's a confirmed breakout with the close, it's yeah, you can jump on that trade basically on the momentum of that trade to catch a couple of more bars until you see price showing signs of exhaustion. So since there's not much going on with Powell, I'm just gonna chill for now. Yeah, there's nothing. What is a 10-year doing? Deal that's trying to bounce a little bit. Gold caught a bit today. I traded it twice to the long side. I was long at 45, somewhere here. I closed one at 60 and then one at 65 or something like that earlier today. Also was long Euro again and New Zealand again. And I'm watching, oh, by the way, this is a post from earlier today on New Zealand. So yeah, I'm watching for this close. If we close above, we had basically rally retracement, rally consolidation, and now we're trying to break out since we're in this bullish channel, making higher highs and higher lows. If we have a bullish close of this candle, I might go long. However, today at 10 p.m. New York time, our BNZ is going to be talking about the interest rates, so you have to be careful with this, because based on what they say, price can go either 100 to 200 pips up or roll over easily just as well. So if you're going to trade it, day trade it up until the news. Or if you want to stay, if you're already in profit, set it to break even. And if you win, you're going to win big. And if you get stepped out, you get stepped out for break even. So that's about it for now. As always, I thought we're going to have a little bit more fireworks, to be honest. This is a little anemic. But these candles, these 4-hour candles are also starting. See, they're already, since Powell is not saying shit, I think they're taking it somewhat positively. And we just need to give it some time. Some time meaning 30 minutes, about 30 to 45 minutes for the lunch mob to return. And we'll go from there. But basically, look at here. You can do basic technical analysis. We're trying to bounce basically from this previous resistance. You can see this. This was previous resistance. Boom. We just retested it. We went below, we probed below. We basically stepped out. These new people who went long right here, they got stepped out because their stops were like, well, maybe they didn't get stepped out. Maybe, well, some of them did get stepped out. The morning crowd that went long in the London Open here, their stops were here. They ran, and now we're putting in a hammer. If we close like this is a 4-hour, which closes in 30 minutes. So we have to wait 30 minutes. If this is going to close like that, and then we have a follow through, I think a good chance the Dow and others will have a decent rally into the week's end. So that's definitely a good tradable probability for you to consider. You don't have to trade all three. Just pick one. US 30 seems to be the strongest of the bunch, so and the safest of the bunch. Then it's S&P and then NASDAQ, because NASDAQ really, it doesn't take a genius to know that all these tech companies that don't produce shit and only lose money, well, now then when the easy money is gone, they're fucked. So yeah, NASDAQ not looking so hot, and all these zombie companies need to go into bankruptcy and clear out the gunk. In any case, let's wait for 30 minutes for the 4-hour close, and because it's still trying to find its range too. As you can see, we probe the highs now. Maybe we'll probe the lows again. We'll see, and depending on how we close it in 30 minutes and what kind of momentum you'll see in the afternoon crowd, that's what will gauge for the end of the day and the end of the week for our trades. All right, hope it helps. Enjoy.